Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into this, another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn gets the win. Are we calling it a win?
Yeah,
it was a win.
It's
okay.
A win.
Auburn gets the win over San Jose State, 24-16. Not what we had in mind, but it was an upset Saturday across the nation. A lot of people. You could be Texas A&M getting beat by Appalachian State. You could be Notre Dame getting beat by Marshall. You could be Nebraska getting beat by Georgia Southern. Scott Frost already dismissed as the head coach at Nebraska. So there were, Washington State beat Wisconsin at home in Wisconsin. So there were quite a few games. It was just that kind of day. Obviously, Texas takes Alabama to the brink as well. But Auburn, ultimately gets it done. They looked – I don't know if you could looked worse in the first quarter for Auburn as they come out and just they do everything that you cannot do in a game like this. I mean, you play a team, you play an undermanned team. Usually you go out and the idea is you overwhelm them in the first quarter. You establish the fact that you're not going to win this game. Mm-hmm. And they understand that, and it's just kind of a mentality from then on out. They continue to play. They continue to play hard probably. But there's just a sense that this is how this game is going to go. And, you end up winning the game 55-20 or 55-10 or whatever. Auburn came out penalty after penalty after penalty, turned the ball over. They couldn't they could not get out of their own way in the first quarter, and all that did was say to San Jose State, hey, you can play. Yeah. You can play with us.
Yeah.
And, then if you let them hang, if they're even remotely thinking, okay, and at the end of the first quarter, hey, it's even, or we got a lead or whatever, so that's why they're in the game, and it's just a complete different mentality for the whole game. But we'll break it down, obviously. I'd love to get your thoughts, 256-234-6221. Dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page, that's Sports with a Z, and comment away. We'll get to as many of those as we can. Throughout the show today, I have a feeling there probably are some strong opinions about Auburn and maybe what happened, the future. Auburn's got a game, obviously a huge game against Penn State on Saturday, so by all means get those in, and we will do what we can today. But, David, good to see you. You were at the game. I took this one off. But
I was looking for you.
Yeah.
Disappointed you weren't there. But, look, it's just
How's
great.
Your day?
It's great to be in Jordan-Hare Stadium. It's just a great environment. And
it looked like a pretty good crowd.
It was a good crowd. Better crowd last week.
Right.
A few more empty seats. But let me just jump right in, Andy. Everybody in your quarterback, we've talked about this. First of all, let me say this about San Jose State. It's embarrassing our offensive performance against their defense because their defense was okay. But I'll take Cordero and those two receivers, 4 and 7,
Lockhart,
any day of the week. Those cats can play, but defensively, our front seven our run defense is strong. It really is. Our secondary is a work in progress. They ran slants and dig routes on us at will, and even the fades. But, those receivers were 6'2", 6'3". I'll take either one of those cats, I promise you. Not making light of them. We still should have won the game by 3 touchdowns. Easy. Here's the deal on quarterback. Robbie Ashford ran 9 plays, Andy. An incompletion.
1 of 3 passing.
3 passes, a swing pass to Tank that you or I, either one, could complete, okay? The incompletion which was a mid-range pass, and then the interception, which was a stinker.
He actually completed 2. It was just one was to the wrong team.
That's right. Yeah. But now we had a guy wide open on the sideline.
I thought it. Yeah,
He just underthrew him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The play was there.
Yeah, it was there.
It was just a poor execution of a throw.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad decision.
No. But 6 runs, Andy. 4 of those were the zone read, where I think by design he keeps it. He had the quarterback draw that he ran, and then the little quarterback sweep that didn't get any yardage. 3 of those zone read keeps, he got major yardage on, 10 yards or more. The 4th one he dropped. Okay? Now, from a coaching standpoint, here's my problem with this so-called 2-quarterback package that you love so much. TJ Finley's our quarterback, period. Ashford ran 9 plays. All right? There's no rhyme or reason to when Ashford comes out of the game. I know that they put him in for certain situations, but he never ran more than 2 plays in a row. Usually it was 1, and he's out. So you throw an interception, you're out. You throw an incompletion, you're out. You run for 35 yards on a zone read keep, you're still out. How can a quarterback develop any type of flow or confidence doing that? He spends more time running back and forth from the sideline to the field than he does running plays. That's my problem.
According to your head coach, it's a myth that you cannot get into a groove as a quarterback running 2 quarterbacks.
Well, I think that was proven to be wrong Saturday, obviously. So, look, all right, but we'll see. I'm not throwing in the towel yet, Andy.
Oh,
no.
no.
Did we sandbag a couple of days this week to get ready for Penn State?
Probably.
Did San Jose State sandbag a couple of days last week in Portland State prep to get ready for Auburn? It's been done before. I'm not saying it wasn't done. We may come out Saturday and just beat the dog out of Penn State. I hope we do. And then we're coming up here next Monday going, all right, we feel a little better.
I expect Auburn to play much better next Saturday. Look, I fell into a trap that I fall into every year. And you would think I would learn at some point, but I don't. San Jose State and Portland State, I made too much of that San Jose State looked so bad against Portland State.
Yeah.
And I said, look, that obviously they only had 288 total yards. The only reason they won, they were going to lose to an FCS team. One game does not mean much of anything.
Yeah.
That Cordero kid, he can play. He can throw. Like you said, they got some really good receivers. I don't know what they were doing against Portland State.
No.
But that team right there and that defensive line for San Jose State, they stymied us quite a few times right up the middle. I don't know what they were doing the week before, but if that team is the same team, if they played like that then I don't want to play Portland State, to be honest with you.
No.
But, okay, so here's the requisite. Okay, let's put this in perspective. Auburn does this every year. Every year I have come to say – I've come to expect it. There's one at least. We will humiliate ourselves on national television at least once a year. I don't know why we do it, but it makes me sick every time we do it, but we do it every year. Need I remind you, Jack State. Yeah. We won the game, but won it in overtime, 2015. I know Clemson went on to win a national title. They're a great team. I get that. But that 2016 debacle with a tilt-a-whirl offense in 16, where we lost 16 to
the 5 quarterback day,
that was a humiliating performance. 2017 Mercer, we won 24-10. 2018 we beat Southern Miss 24-13. It was a 1-score game going in the 4th quarter. 2019 we beat Tulane 24-6. It was 14-6, I think, going midway through the 3rd quarter. 2021, Georgia State last year. We do it we play down to an out-of-conference competition, and we look horrendous doing it. We either do stupid stuff or we lose the battle at the line of scrimmage,
whatever. And you can't put this on Harsin because you're going back to 2015.
Absolutely. It goes past coaches. I don't know. Again, I don't know why it happens. But this is typical for Auburn to do something like this. Does that mean that we'll go out and play gangbusters and look different against Penn State? Not necessarily. Does that mean that we will we won't go out and run roughshod over penalties. Like, no. I mean, that could happen too. I think that actually.
The line's out.
3. We're an underdog
at home. Yeah.
We ought to be after that performance.
To your point just now, there's no telling what's going to happen this Saturday. And I'm still saying, let's wait and see what happens this, because I said before I got us going 5-0. It looks a little iffy right now after this past Saturday, but let's see what happens.
Well, to the quarterback, look, all I'll say is they are running the guys in. They are using Finley and Ashford as if they want to play this system, 2 quarterbacks. This is not we are not in any way, shape, form, or fashion running Finley and Ashford out there in a trial basis. This is not, let's see how they perform to see what, how much they play the next week. This is the plan.
Yeah.
This is the plan.
And until
Will
Ashford,
it work?
That
still remains to be seen against a quality opponent.
Well, until Ashford gets more consistent throwing the ball, it's not going to work because everybody will game plan for the zone read. So, as we go forward,
we played 2 games and quarterbacks have thrown 4 pitches. That ain't good, David.
No, it's not.
That's not going to get it done as we move forward. We're up against a break here. Again, love to hear from you. More to come on this edition of the Auburn Blitz.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors. Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Brett Pritchard, and I'm here to tell you all about Sims Foods, who you know better as Wickles Pickles. Wickles Pickles, that 90-year-old recipe, wickedly delicious. Relish, okra, and pickles. From Saturday sandwiches, tailgate snacks to holiday dinners with your family and friends. From their family to yours, Wickles Pickles, those wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles Pickles, wickedly delicious pickles.
Concrete Basement and Walls LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls LLC.
It's truck season at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We have an excellent supply of Chevrolet Silverados and GMC Sierras with giant discounts and low monthly payments. New Chevrolet Silverados up to $6,000 off, or payments as low as $499 a month with zero money down. GMC Sierras discounted up to $5,000 off.
Zero money down, no payments till 2023 at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. We got some comments rolling through. We'll get to those, but first, let's go to the phone line. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Good afternoon, guys. How y'all?
Terry, how's it going?
Terry, good to hear from you, brother.
Doing well, man. Wanted to talk to Coach David Lewis and concentrate about Robbie Ashford. I agree with what you said, Coach. A guy can't get into a rhythm if he's doing more running on and off the field than up and down the field. And it's hard to – but T.J. Finley's setting the world on fire either, guys. And I think his last 12 or 13 passes, he's thrown 3 picks. So that's as you said, Andy, going to the break, 4 interceptions in 2 games. That's not good. You're not going to win many ball games doing that.
No, you can't complete it to the other team. That's just not going to. Now, I will say, you know, the throw that Finley made on this one that was picked, the DB made a phenomenal play on it. I'll give him some credit. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't a terrible decision by T.J. Finley, which the previous week, both of those were terrible decisions. So at least that, I will at least say that. Which, I mean, you know, we're trying.
It took forever for that ball to get there.
It did, but I'm trying to, you know, see a silver lining here. But I'm struggling a little bit, but still.
But do y'all remember a quarterback in the NFL back in the days named Steve DeBerg?
Sure.
Okay, they always talked about him. How good could he be if he could eliminate the interceptions? I'm starting to believe that might be T.J. Finley.
Well, I'm, you know, like I said earlier in the broadcast, Terry, I'm not going to throw the towel in yet, but Saturday will really tell us, you know, 4 interceptions against the level of competition that we've played so far. That's the concern.
The big concern.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens against Penn State Saturday. I don't like the how the quarterbacks are used. As far, you know, Ashford gets in and gets 2 plays is the most he ran at a time. Give the guy a possession and let him get his heart rate up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if we're going to be one-dimensional, why don't we just line up in the wishbone with Robbie Ashford, a quarterback? That's what they all are. That's one-dimensional.
Well, Terry, what they want to happen is Robbie Ashford to become more consistent passing the ball so that he can run the full complement of plays. And at this point, I just don't think they feel comfortable with him doing that. And that's
and are y'all surprised we haven't seen Zach Calzada at some point in the first 2 games?
No.
Okay.
No. I think that ship has sailed. Andy?
You know, at halftime Saturday, I thought we might want to trot Calzada out there just to see. But,
I agree.
You know,
well, the fact that we haven't seen him yet tells you a lot.
Yeah,
that says quite a bit. I wasn't at the game because I had previous plans, but you were. Friends of mine told me. So after the game, you heard a small group of people, very loud, a very small group, start to hear a little discontent about this team and this coaching staff.
Yeah, Terry,
they were very, very loud.
Terry, we left with about 7 minutes to go in the game because where we park, it's a nightmare if you wait till the end of the game. So, I mean, if Penn State's a nail-biter, we're just going to be in traffic for about an hour after the game. I'm going to stay the whole time. But we left a little early, but that's not surprising. But, you know, the atmosphere, the students are there in full force. The pageantry is still there. I just hope we can put a product on the field that will keep these folks coming out. Saturday is going to have to be crazy from a support standpoint for our guys to be able to pull this off.
Well, I'll tell you, it could be ugly if they lose this game in an ugly way. And I heard guys they predict a 36-13 win, Penn State win. And if that's the case, then it could get real ugly for this team and this coaching staff.
Yeah, Saturday's going to tell us a lot.
If it's ugly, then that's. Oh, man,
downhill
that'll
fast.
be bad. That'll be bad.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
All right,
Appreciate it, Terry. Yeah, the point you made about, if you're trying to get Ashford more comfortable throwing the ball, throwing it 3 times a game ain't help. It's not going to help.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Andy. Give him a possession.
Yeah.
Now, I've rarely – now, look, I only coached on the high school and the middle school level, and I was never a head coach on the high school level. Rarely did I play 2 quarterbacks, but if I did, I gave them a possession. You got to give a guy a chance to get into the flow of the game. I don't understand this 2 plays and out, 1 play and out, 1 play and out, 1 play and out. It makes no sense to me.
What can T.J. Finley doing what – now, I thought, did you maybe – I don't know, did you have a chance to go back and watch any of the games sometime?
I watched the whole thing last night.
Okay,
Broke it down.
What it seemed to me there were at least 3 or 4 times that T.J. Finley bailed on the pocket when he really didn't have to.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And he turned. I mean, he tried to run one time, and I was thinking, who do you think you are?
Right.
I mean, you are lumbering around out there, and it was like he was going to get the first down. He was not going to get the first down.
No, he's still is he more mobile? Smidge. I mean, last year he would have just stood in the pocket and just got waylaid, okay? Maybe he's thinking, I'm not doing that anymore. But
if we have to depend on T.J. Finley converting 2 4th downs, like 4th and 3s.
With his feet?
I mean, just the way he did it.
Yeah.
I mean, like 2 or 3 guys. It was much like the Georgia State game last year.
Yeah.
I mean, on 4th down, he's got guys hanging all over him. He's moving around and all. I mean, but he's keeping his head up. I'll give him credit.
Hey.
He finds the guy. I mean, he finds Shanker over there, and they get a first down.
And then found a tank on the other one.
If that's what we're depending on converting 4th downs in crazy situations against San Jose State,
yeah.
It does not instill me with a lot of confidence.
One of the best plays of the game, Andy, I told you this off the air, nobody in the stadium thought that he was going to pull that ball on that zone read and score from 4 yards out.
Yeah.
And he did.
Why it worked.
He said, I'm bigger than I think sometimes. I'm 6'7". I need to use my body. Well, you're the starting quarterback, and you're not a dual threat quarterback. But I'm going to give him credit for that play. That was a nice job. Yeah. But, goodness. Questions abound.
Up against another break here. Don't go anywhere. Just getting started on this edition of the Auburn Blitz.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Only about 30 more minutes left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. For all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area as well as down there on the coast, give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. 6 catches, 6 completions by wide receivers in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, that is very, very disappointing.
Yeah.
And now, do you chalk this up? We've talked about the penalties, the turnovers. Jalen Simpson, I saw him on multiple occasions. We had a comment from Scott that says Auburn DBs are not finding the ball. He had no clue.
Yeah.
Ball was just thrown up. He just got to find the football. But you chalk this up as, you know, just a like you said, looking ahead, or is this something symptomatic of bigger problems? That question will be answered next week.
Well, there again, I don't know. Smedding's the guy. Our run defense is solid. Sometimes our corners are 15 yards off the receiver by the time the ball's snapped. They'll be 8, and then they'll backpedal. Well, and the philosophy on that is keep everything in front. Right. I get that, but when you're that far off of the receivers, you know, they can throw ends and slants and digs all day long down the field. You know, Bryce Young does that a lot with Alabama, just reads and does a great job with that. So
here's the problem with that. You're saying San Jose State's an inferior team. We don't believe they can drive the football on us down the field.
That's right.
That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
11 plays, 47 yards, missed field goal. 12 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. 12 plays, 65 yards, field goal. 9 plays, 76 yards, field goal.
Yeah.
They did drive.
They
now,
did.
granted, 5, but that's concerning.
We should be athletic enough, Andy, to get up there and press, get pressure on the quarterback and go that route as well. And we didn't do that much Saturday. So
Bill says it was a win, but it felt like a loss. Scott says secondary could not find the ball. Absolutely true. Dale is watching us from Nicky's West.
That's not
having
even,
a little lunch.
That's not even fair.
He's mocking David, actually, because that's David's favorite
That's exactly what he's doing. That's a steam table for about 30 yards, Andy. I mean, everything that you can imagine. 12, 14 meats, 30, 35 vegetable options. You could have hurt yourself in there.
Ty Sanders, I think TJ looked better passing the ball last week, but for defense, good run defense, awful pass defense, and lack of pressure on the QB. I will disagree a little bit there, Ty. I say we got pressure on the quarterback.
We did.
Pretty consistently all night. We only had 3 sacks, but we consistently were in his face, and he just made some good throws, and they had some receivers that went up and got the ball, and we did not play it very well defensively.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I said that.
Jim Hardy says early down Penn State 3. John Paul says, could Auburn be in trouble if they don't play well Saturday? A resounding yes, I would say. Because we've been talking about this. Now, we for alliteration's sake, probably, we put too much emphasis on this, but we've been talking about all year and leading up to this. This is the pivot point. The Penn State is the game.
Yeah.
Of how this, was. Now, is that, again, we probably are making a little bit too much of that, but I really believe that this game, could spring Auburn forward, or it could drag them down and into an abyss. Because Missouri is not very good.
Yeah.
They got hammered by Kansas State.
Yeah.
They're just not very good. LSU, we'll find out a little bit more about them. They play Mississippi State Saturday.
They didn't play Saturday, did they?
I don't think. I think they played Southern.
Southern, okay, yeah.
But they'll, I on first view, LSU's not real good. So to David, to what he was just saying earlier, Auburn's got, if they can beat Penn State, they got a legitimate chance to open 5-0.
Yep.
That changes the narrative completely.
Andy, we've said this for weeks. We won't really know what's going on till week 3. Well, week 3's here. Now, we feel a little skittish because of what happened Saturday, okay?
And we're not 100% sure we got a quarterback.
Well, we have one, but I'm just –
we don't know if we want him.
I just don't know. Look, I understand command of the offense, and he does do a good job. I've seen him move receivers in, move receivers out, get people in the right place. I get all that. After the snap is what I'm more concerned.
Can you get through a game without throwing a pig? That'd be nice. Can you actually complete more than 6 passes in a game? I mean,
Andy, Saturday's going to come down to the team that makes the least mistakes, the team that gets penalized the less, and the team that makes big plays in the kicking game. That sounds like Bear Bryant and Sugar Jordan, but it's just dadgum the truth. This Saturday, that's what it's going to come down to. So.
Well, it's going to tell a lot about this team, about everything moving forward. And I think about more about the psyche, I guess, of the team, of the fan base. Maybe the fan base more than the team. If you can go out there and play well, and and win, and look good doing it, then I think all of a sudden the fan base is right back into a good, and thinking, okay, here we go. We got a chance. Now, are we national title contenders? No. Are we SEC title contenders? No. But are we building something? Are we getting better? Are we a better team this year than we were last year? Is Brian Harsin moving us in the right direction?
We'll find out a lot about that Saturday.
If not, he and Scott Frost are going to be having lunch together in the unemployment line, I'm afraid. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom, Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Attention! Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with cancer after using Zantac or other heartburn medications for several months? You may be entitled to compensation. Call Zantac Justice now for a free legal case review. The FDA has warned that Zantac and other medications containing heartburn drug ranitidine may be contaminated with cancer-causing agent NDMA. Consult your physician prior to discontinuing any use of medication.
Please call 800-379-5986.
Hey, honey, it's Mom. Just wanted to call and check in, see how everything's going. You'll probably say not to worry. Everything is great. But we miss you. I'll call you back later. How are you today? Tell me everything.
Everything's great. I love it here.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house, you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Jason Isbell and the 400 Unit. September 15th, 7 p.m., the Gouge Performing Arts Center at Auburn University. Jason Isbell and the 400 Unit. Buy tickets at the box office or visit GougeCenterTickets.auburn.edu. The new album, Georgia Blue, out now.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom, Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker! Brubaker! Brubaker!
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
Brewebaker. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Just for a couple more segments left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. They are saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, located right here in Alexander City, but they service the entire state of Alabama. I think we got a few more comments.
Yeah, well, Glenn Toller said Longhorn Nation feeling pretty good today. Well,
Until they lose to
lost.
UTSA today.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, next week.
Yeah,
or
they'll
this
lose to
upcoming week.
UTSA. Incredible game. Unfortunate that starting quarterback, got hurt.
That seems to be Alabama's game plan. You know, if they get challenged, just take out the quarterback.
But the problem,
it's a good plan.
It is a good plan. Look, Alabama has Bryce Young and nobody else does. That's the difference.
Wasn't that game not eerily similar to the Iron Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, that ought to give Alabama fans some very big pause.
Some pause, yeah.
To say that, okay, defenses have figured us out a little bit offensively.
Yeah.
And they can shut us down. Now, just because, like you said, I mean, Bryce Young looked confused. He looked average at best until about midway through the fourth quarter. Then he turns into the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, that's right.
But I told a friend of mine, Sarkisian, I know everybody says, they're all about it. I said, they ought to fire him today. He said, why? I said, just for that 3rd and 3 call. 3rd and 3 with the game on the line. You have been double teaming Will Anderson all day long, and you call a play where you leave him unblocked.
Yeah.
On the biggest play of the game, with it on the line, you get a first down, you can at least probably, if not kick a field goal to win it or lose it from about 25, 30 yards.
Right.
Or at the worst, you kick a field goal and you leave Alabama maybe 25, 30 seconds instead of a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And you call that idiotic play and get a 10-yard loss on a sack.
Well, surely,
I said they ought to fire him on the
surely
spot.
that was a busted assignment. I mean, to leave him unblocked.
Well, it was meant, I get it, it was meant to be a quick out. The ball was meant to get out of the quarterback's hands really quick. But you cannot, you can't just leave him unblocked.
No.
That's the dumbest, that was literally the dumbest call of the day across the nation.
Well, that play and then the Houdini that Bryce Young pulled, that would have been a 15-yard loss, and instead he turns it into a plus 30.
And maybe two or three quarterbacks in the country make that play.
That's right. Yeah.
He's one of them.
That's right. Steve said Steve Stevens penalties are a big issue. You'd hope by game 2 it would not be an issue. First quarter was awful. You
would
already said that. Offensive line for San Jose was about 250 pounds per lineman. If they had decent offensive line, they would have scored touchdowns when they were inside the 10-yard line. We won't see any 250-pound offensive linemen this Saturday. Luke said Bijan was the blocker and he slipped. So
I wonder how much he got paid.
He did slip. He did slip.
Yeah.
But Will Anderson, great. And Will got a little frustrated Saturday. He had the penalties.
Well, I mean, Texas gave you the blueprint of how to deal with him. I mean, you double team him. Of course, you got to have a running back that's capable of doing it. But that's what, I mean, they got in his head, and he was frustrated and committing penalties and cheap shot, late hits. I mean, they got to him.
Yeah, they did.
But
Andy, college football this past weekend, I mean, this is where we are. Where Nebraska gets beat by a Georgia Southern.
Not just that. They gave up like 600 yards at home.
Yeah.
Throwing the ball. Georgia Southern throwing the ball.
Yeah. And Georgia Southern, is that a team that used to run the triple option all the time?
They got Clay Helton now, that was an Auburn guy that was at USC.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He may be he might just put his resume in for Nebraska.
And and how many people are wanting a refund in College Station today? Good gosh.
Well, again, Texas A&M was smart in that, smart and dumb, but smart in that they said, when they hired Jimbo, they said, 10 years, we're going to go ahead and make it guaranteed. We're not even going to fool with the buyout. We're just going to give you the money now. Whatever it was, 80. I don't know if he's going to make $8 million a year. Jeez. Whatever it was, and 10 years, 80 million, whatever it was, 90 million. I don't know. But they said, it's yours. Forget it. So, but the dumb thing was when they re-upped. When they kind of extended it. Mm-hmm. But they just not to worry about the buyout. I doubt he makes it through 10 years.
No.
They're just not. I know they got a great recruiting class, but they have no quarterback.
Yeah, it's and then what was the other one? Oh, Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman. My goodness, he'll be eating lunch in the office for a while. He won't be going out on the town. I mean, it's unbelievable. But back to us, Saturday. Saturday's huge.
Oh,
it really is.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I can remember a bigger game in Jordan-Hare Stadium that means more for the future of the program.
Well, we said this off the air. Could we possibly lose to Penn State and then beat Missouri and LSU? Yes.
Sure, it's possible.
But if we lose to Penn State Saturday at home with the payback, from last year, it's just people are going to start scratching their heads.
Brian Harsin says you play how you practice.
Yeah.
Well, he said we had a decent practice last week.
Well,
so what is he? Is that a shot at the team to say they didn't take it seriously? To your point earlier in the show,
I hope they were practicing for Penn State last week. Oh mercy!
They forgot to show up and be focused on Saturday. That's for sure. Or I guess that's the optimistic view. The pessimistic view is we're 24-16 better than San Jose State.
Hoorah!
Yeah. We got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around. Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Hey guys, this is Nate Pass with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
In a word, it's chaos.
You'll have to see it to believe it. Whoever said that must have been talking about Talladega. It's a place where chaos mixes with speed, where a town turns into a city, and a weekend becomes a lifetime of memories. It's a tradition like no other.
What a wild finish.
At a track like no other. And after it's all over, you still won't believe it ever happened.
The winner at Talladega.
Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday afternoon. Looks like the clouds are breaking, and I actually saw some sun when I came in today.
No chance of rain for the rest of the week.
And it looks like it's going to be beautiful
Saturday
night, or Saturday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be a little warm, but maybe cooling down by the time the game's over.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
As long as I don't have to have my raincoat.
I'm kind of sick of the rain, to be perfectly honest with you.
We've gotten our share.
That's true. Yeah. Auburn opens as a 3-point underdog at home to the Nittany Lions. Do you think this, if we go out and beat San Jose State 42-3, are we an underdog?
I was just fixing to say no. I think that a lot of that has to do with how that game panned out Saturday. And the line could change, couldn't it?
Yeah, and again, Vegas puts this out because they want money.
Yeah.
It's all about money. It's all about engaging people's desire to bet.
That's right.
So the money may, swing one way, and Auburn might be favored by one by the time the game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is not necessarily this is not Vegas saying we believe Penn State will win the game by 3 points. This is just saying we want people to bet as Penn State is the underdog, and so
right.
Yeah, that don't be misconceived about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, however, Penn State goes out and they beat Ohio very handily. They held on to beat Purdue on the road. That was a good win. I don't know how good Purdue is.
We don't. Yeah.
I think Penn State is a decent team. They are a decent. They may even be a decent to good Big Ten team.
Yeah. Well, Andy, that's what's so important about this game being so early, because there's not a body of work for us to really look back 6 or 7 weeks and say, they're really not that good, or I don't know. You know, they look pretty good in this game.
Yeah.
That's why Saturday's huge.
It is September the 12th, the day after September 11th. The day certainly that will live in infamy. September 12th, 1930. Well, I'll go 1911. Cy Young and Christy Mathewson faced off for the final time. Two of probably the greatest early pitchers in the early days of baseball. They faced off for the last time. Mathewson got the best of them. His Giants beat the Boston Rustlers and Cy Young 11-2.
The Rustlers.
The Rustlers. On this day, 1930, Brooklyn catcher Al Lopez hits Major League Baseball's last recorded bounce home run. There is no ground rule double back in those days, but from 1930 on, it became a ground rule double. It used to be a home run.
Is that right?
If it bounced over.
Huh.
So that's a little trivia for you. Happy birthday today, the great Jesse Owens from Oakville, Alabama.
Yeah. Where's Oakville?
I have no clue. Equally great, George Jones, born on this day. He said, "I'll love you till I die." 1931.
He's here all week.
I'm here all week. Who doesn't like George Jones? Even you like George Jones, right?
I wouldn't listen to him. No.
David, you're breaking my heart here.
I don't do country. I just don't.
George is maybe the greatest soul singer ever.
Well, if he's got a little soul in him, I'd give him a listen.
I'm telling you, he stopped loving her today. If you never heard, come on, Dave.
Did he ever do a duet with Charlie Pride? There's some soul.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He did a duet with Ray Charles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see a thing. Linda Gray, the great Sue Ellen Ewing from Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah. 1940. How about Wayne McLaurin? Nobody knows who Wayne McLaurin is?
I don't.
I don't either. Barry White, born on this day, 1940. Jazzercise. The Barry White, man, there's you some soul.
There's so many draws thrown up on stage when Barry White performed. I should have kept that to
Peter
myself.
Scolari, he was one half of Bosom Buddies with Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Remember that show?
Yeah.
Also on Newhart.
Yeah.
Ricky Rudd, race car driver, 1956. Rachel Ward, a lovely Rachel Ward.
Yes.
Australian. She was in a movie called, I don't remember seeing it as a kid, called Fortress. It was an Australian movie about this school teacher, and these guys, these bandits came, and they were like, they kidnapped these kids. It was like a schoolhouse. There was about 10 kids in there, ranging from like 2nd grade to like 7th or something. But they came in and they wore these animal face masks, and it was just creepy as all get out. But the kids lured them out into the outback and then turned the tables on them and killed the bad guys.
But what?
It was really, really. It was like 1985. It's really, really a good movie.
Scarred you as a child.
Well, I fell in love with Rachel Ward.
What was the big movie that she was in? That
The Thornbirds?
Or The Thornbirds, where she was in love with the priest?
Yes.
Hello. All right.
Yes.
There you go.
Against All Odds with Jeff Bridges?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
lovely Rachel
Yeah.
Ward. Animal, Joseph Laurinaitis. His son played linebacker at Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of the Road Warriors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vernon Maxwell, shooter, pretty good shooter. I think he was on those Houston Rockets championship teams.
Okay.
Louis C.K., funny guy. He's kind of a weird guy. And Angel Cabrera, Pato. Angel. He won the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Okay.
Paul Walker, actor, died tragically in a car accident. He's fast.
Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah, those were good.
He was in something. He was in several of them.
Yeah.
Ruben Studdard. I've never seen an episode of American Idol, but I believe he was the guy from Birmingham.
One of my former bandmates, Chris Snowden, was his bass player.
There you go. And Yao Ming, born on this day, 1980. All right. It's going to wrap it up for us on this edition of the Auburn Blitz. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. David. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.